This is the Commodity Scrap Metal Recycling and Economic Report brought to you by Bentley Roll-Off Trailers, Gondola Trailers, and Roll-Off Truck Parts, February 13th, 2023. U.S. weekly raw steel production rose slightly to 1.656 million tons on slow U.S. economic growth, also on increased priced imports losing market share. WTI crude oil price rose to $79.72 a barrel, up 9% for the week. This is on a Russian announcement of cutting production and concerns over tight supplies on China's economic rebound. The U.S. weekly oil rig count rose to 609. Low production in the U.S. and globally is keeping prices high. That's causing inflation, but bringing record oil company profits. U.S. weekly crude oil production rose to 12.3 million barrels per day, the highest in about 3 years, but it was only 0.1 or 0.008 more than the 12.2 million barrels per day of 6 months ago. Scrap steel number 1 HMS price rose to about $360 gross ton. There is fair demand in the U.S. and good export demand, but Turkey's recent earthquake could mean reduced scrap exports. Hot rolled coil steel price rose to $41.13 per hundredweight, which is $8.23 a ton. This is on good demand, higher scrap costs, and tight supply. Copper price fell to $4.01 a pound on concerns of global economic slowing, but concerns over having enough supply in the future. Aluminum price fell to $1.17 a pound, which is $24.77 a metric ton on record production in China and European producers back online. The U.S. December trade deficit widened, meaning it got worse, to $67.4 billion, with 2022 the worst deficit in American history at $948 billion, as U.S. consumers bought more imports of cell phones, cars, and more. The trade deficit widened despite record high exports of oil and natural gas from the U.S. U.S. natural gas futures, which is price, it fell to $2.58 per metric million BTUs at levels of about 40 years ago. This is on near record production, near record exports, and warmer weather. Many areas of the U.S. will see lower electrical prices in the coming months due to low gas prices. Total January U.S. payroll, technically called non-farm payroll. It rose to 155.1 million, the highest in American history. The economy has issues, but more people than ever are working. U.S. February U of M consumer sentiment. It jumped to 66.4, a 13-month high. People are feeling better about current conditions, but are still concerned about inflation and future employment. Wall Street's Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 57 points to 33,869 as the Federal Reserve talked about higher interest rates, but as consumers are feeling a bit better about the economy. Roll-off truck parts for sale at Bentley. Buy online at our online parts store or call us at 734-722-8100. We have parts for Galbraith, Galfab, American, Palfinger, Dragon, and more. Also tarp systems from Pioneer, Rollright, Aero, Donovan, U.S. Tarp, and more. Rollers, tarps, pins, cylinders, arms, motors, and more. As always, feel free to call or email me with any questions, and we hope all have a safe and profitable week.